Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Hi. YouTuber famous now. Happy Halloweener. Happy Halloweener. Do you want to see my happy Halloweener? Probably not. So anyway, let's get right into this video. I am in such a great mood today, and I was like driving around and I was running errands and I like had to run into Costco to pick up a prescription, and I was standing in line and I'm like, there's like 3 people in front of me and I couldn't see like the person that was like in front of the person in front of me, if that makes sense. And so my eyes were glued on the surly pharmacist. Her name was Shelly. Shelly. All I could think about, her name tag was literally like this big, and it said Shelly. Hey, Shelly. So anyway, she was so surly. She's like, can I help you? And then I was like, yeah, my name is Peter Monn. And she was like, just one pickup? I'm like, yeah, just one. She's like, date of birth? And I told her my date of birth, and she's like, address? I'm like, my God, is this like an FBI background check? I'm just picking up a prescription. It's not that deep, right? Shelly! So anyway, I was sitting there, and I don't know about you, like, but do you guys, like, when you're standing in line, like, your mind just, like, reels and starts wondering? This is the part where, like, if you were, like, did animation on your channel or any kind of editing or anything, which I don't do, that you would, like, have, like, all the kind of, like, special effects around there. So we'll just, like, these are my special effects, spirit fingers. I don't do special effects or editing, but I do have a fan, so get over it. But anyway, it was so funny because I was standing in line. Costco was so busy. It's like, did everybody wait until the very last moment to go buy your 3 dozen pumpkin spice donuts to pass out to all of your friends tonight at the party? And then I was like, party, don't be tardy to the party, Halloween party. And then this couple to the side, they came out from getting their flu shot, and they had those like big like medical masks on. I was like, are you totally afraid that you're gonna get sick up in the Costco? Probably. It's all a bunch of dirties up there anyway. I hate going to the Costco. The thing I hate most about going to the Costco is that the parking lot, okay? People are literally, it's like, they will kill for one of the first 4 like rows. Like they will drive and drive and drive and drive in circles, okay? It's too much. So anyway, I was standing in line and I didn't see the person that was like in front of me because the guy in front of me was like super tall and he was like on his phone the whole time like this. And so anyway, I was standing there and he kind of like shifted to the side and I saw this woman and I was like, oh, it can't be, right? And it was this woman, and she was like 65, and she had like this shortly blonde hair. Let me tell you what she had on, okay? So cute, but seriously, I mean, are you a school teacher? She had on this like beautiful orange cashmere turtleneck sweater with a little black skirt, okay? And then she had leggings on, like wool leggings that had pumpkins. Pumpkins all over them. And then this is what like sealed the deal for me. And I was like, it's got to be Jane. It has to be, or it has to be Vivian, right? Jane's friend Vivian. Do you know what I'm talking about from the post office? Get ready. Because she had on these, you guys at this point are like, there is no way you ran into the same chick twice and have the same story time. Well, hold on. So anyway, she had on these hunter boots that had pumpkins on them with her pumpkin tights. It was too much. It was too much pumpkin, okay? And I just did a pumpkin spice rant. So I was like so prepared for this. And then did I tell you about the hat? Okay, so she had this little hat on sideways. It was like one of those little like, you know, those like top hats, but it had like some Halloween-y stuff in it, headband. I was like, oh my God, this has to be Vivian. Now, if you don't know what you don't know is a lot, okay? I did this story time. I looked it up and it was like literally like almost a year. Well, it was like 6 months ago. I did the Pink Tutu story time on September 30th of last year, which is so funny because I watched it back today. And I was like, because I have not done very many story times on my channel. People ask me all the time, they're like, please do story times, please do story times. Listen, I ain't like those Tana Mojos and all those people out there. I can't come up with a bunch of fakey ass story times left and right, okay? I live a weirdo life, and so I just gotta tell what I tell, but like, if you watch my vlog, it's basically like a story time. So anyway, I was watching my Pink Tutu story time. If you've never watched it, go watch it. It's a true story of what happened, but I did that on September 30th, and in that one is when I announced the very first ever, it's Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend, and I sing the song for the first time. So anyway, I thought that was kind of funny looking back on it. But anyway, So if you don't know what you don't know is a lot. I did this post office rant where I was standing in line with this woman in front of me. There was a woman behind me and she was doing the crossword. Do you remember her? She's like 12th month, 3 letters, starts with D. December! And then this woman in front of me, Vivian, which we've named her. My friends and I have now named her because we talked about her all the time. Because they're always like, what was her name? This is what everybody asked me. I'm like, I don't know what her name was. I knew what her friend's name was because so this woman was on her cell phone at the post office, right? And she was inviting her friend over to dinner. This is a true story. And she was like, Jane, Vivian, I just wanted to call tonight and ask if you want to come over for dinner. We're going to have a little bit of cheese and adult beverages. We're going to watch a movie. We went and we rented Fences. So anyway, I did this whole story time about it. If you haven't seen it, I will link it and you can go back and check it because it's a true story, right? And people ask me all the time. They're like, did that really happen? I'm like, yes, it really happened. And my friends are always like, well, have you ever seen this woman since? I'm like, no, I probably will never run into her again, right? But what if I did? That would be funny. And then, I don't know what I would do. I would have to engage her in some kind of conversation because it's too good, right? I would want to do another story time. So this woman is sitting like 2 people in front of me and she's like head to toe because this other woman was dressed in hunter boots. Do you remember that? With little duckies on them. I was like, oh fuck, this has to be Vivian. It has to be Vivian. Now, I've appropriately named her Vivian since then. There's this whole funny storyline that goes on with my friends and I about Jane and Vivian. They call each other and they talk on the phone. And the whole thing is that Vivian is always very hungover. She's like, oh, Jane, we watched Fences 3 times last night. I'm very hungover. So anyway, and that voice comes from, actually, here, you want to make a little appearance, bud? This comes from Pee-Pee because I do voices for all of the dogs. And back in the day, one of the voices I did was that Pee-Pee would be this child star. Imagine a turban on his head. And he always wants a gin and tonic, don't you? And he calls his special assistant, her name is Deborah. Not Deborah, Deborah. And he'd be like, oh, Deborah, please go make me a gin and tonic. I'm so heated, Deborah. Can you hold down the racket, Deborah? I just need a gin and tonic. So anyway, it comes from that, but that's where Vivian's voice comes from. So I'm standing in line and I'm literally like this. Is it her? Is it her? I'm like, please let it be her. Okay, this would be so classic if I ran into Vivian again, but it wasn't her. But then the mind kind of reels. And this is where if you do special effects, I don't, but if you do special effects, it would do like those warped things and you like, oh, like you're off in a dream world. So just imagine I'm standing in line with the surly pharmacist, Shelley, which that is a true story, so please don't go into the Costco and tell Shelley that I thought she was surly, which she was. So cheer up, Shelley. Cheer up, Charlie. So anyway, Jane, Vivian, how are you? Happy Halloweener to you too. I just love when people say that, Happy Halloweener. I think it's so funny. What are you doing? Well, I'm standing up in the Costco right now. Yeah, I have to get my medication. Yeah. Don. Yeah, my husband, Don. Yeah, I'm picking a prescription for him. What prescription? Oh, I can't say out loud. Viagra. Well, still on vacation. You know, we're going to the Naples for Thanksgiving. We're trying. Once a year. Twice a year. I try to, we try to have those moments. Viagra. I know. Okay, so anyway, Jane, I was calling because I wanted to see if you guys wanted to come over tonight. We're having a little bit of a chili dinner. I made 2 kinds of chili, vegetarian and regular. The regular's got the hamburger in it. The kind I get at Whole Foods. I love it so much. Yes. Well, I'll have apple cider and then I'll have adult beverages. Adult beverages. A little bit of whiskey. I put some pumpkin spice in there. It's just real nice. Well, there's going to be some kids, Jane. So first we're going to watch a scary movie for the kids. Hocus Pocus. 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 Hocus Pocus, Jane. Pocus. You've never heard of it with Bette Midler? I just love it. So funny. Well, then later we're going to watch a more adult scary movie. Oh, just this Lifetime thing that Don, I don't know. It's not even Halloween. I don't know. Something about a co-ed in college. I don't know. Something horrible happened to her. Well, the kids will be gone by then, Jane. I know you don't like kids. Okay. Well, if you just like to stop by for a little bit of hummus. I made some homemade hummus, chickpeas, Pocus. Hocus Pocus. Adult beverages, Jane. Hocus Pocus and adult beverages. It's just not Jane, now listen, honey, I love you, but I stayed up last night. I had a few too many gimlets, okay? Well, I mean, Don's just on this Lifetime movie network kick. I mean, he just makes me watch movie after movie. I was trying to read my Nora Roberts book, but no, Gimlets, Jane, too many of them, gimlets. I got a little bit of a headache today. Happy Halloweener to you too, Jane. I can hear the kids in the background, yeah. A babysitter, oh, thank God you got a babysitter. Well, you can't come because you're going to a movie. Well, what movie are you going to see? Jane, this is the same excuse you gave me last time when we were going to rent Fences. I've seen the movie 4 times now. It's fantastic. Denzel Washington, Fences. Well, I'm starting to wonder, Jane, if it's just that you don't like me or that you don't like the movies I pick. But Hocus Pocus is fantastic. Well, my feelings are a little hurt, Jane. I would like if you could even just maybe stop by for, I don't know, an adult beverage and maybe a little bit of hummus. I did put a lot of work into the hummus. It's chickpea and pumpkin spice. Hummus. Hocus Pocus, Jane. Bette Midler. Sarah Jessica Parker, I don't know. Jane, I'm a little bit hungover today, Jane. Gimlets. What movie did you say you're going to go see? The Jigsaws? I don't know them. Who? The Jigsaws? Is it a Christmas movie, Jane? Saws. Saws is a horror movie. I've never heard of Saws. No. Oh, yes. No, I think you're getting it wrong, Jane. I don't think it's Saw. I think it's Saws. Jigsaws. Oh, Jane, I just can't. Please, honey, no. You pre-bought your ticket. Okay. So you won't be able to come tonight? Okay. No. Do not put me down for the Women's League this year. I do not want to do the Women's League Christmas shopping. I can't do it. No. No, Dawn and I, now we've decided that we're going to adopt our own little poorly Christmas family every year. Because it's just easier that way, Jane. I mean, it just is. Now, Jane, don't criticize me. I told you I've got a hangover today from the gimlets. I don't know, some just little poorly Christmas family, and we just go buy them toys and do just real nice things for them. We take them out to dinner and everything like that. I mean, Jane, it's the least you can do. You know, we're just so fortunate these days. Well, Jane, I just don't understand why you can't stop by for a little bit of hummus and adult beverages and a little bit of Hocus Pocus. I mean, who doesn't like a little bit of Hocus Pocus and hummus? It's Halloween. Well, all right, Jane. I won't force you if you don't want to come. Sally and Ted. They're bringing their kids. Oh, so that's why you don't want to come, because you knew I was inviting Sally and Ted. Oh, all right. Yes, I know. The Hugheses, I can't stand them either. Oh, that's who you're going to the movie with. So you decided to go to the movie, to the Jigsaws movie with the Hugheses instead of coming over because you can't stand Sally. Well, I'm sorry that Sally talks about her knitting all the time. It's her newest thing, and she loves it, you know. I know. We're all gonna get scarves for Christmas this year. Well, all right, Jane, it's my turn in line at the pharmacy, so I gotta go. Viagra. Viagra, Jane, Viagra. Yes, my husband takes Viagra. So we can have special moments. Well, all right, Jane, I'll talk to you later. I love you too. Goodbye. So that's how I would imagine my newest intro with Jane and Vivian. I love you guys. I hope you're having a fantastic Halloween, and I will talk to you later. Bye.